It is a great time for USB-C. Not only is the iPhone finally getting it, but there's a fast new version of Thunderbolt, namely Thunderbolt 5, that uses the USB-C connector. It gives faster maximum data transfer than Thunderbolt 4, but it turns out Thunderbolt 4 isn't even the current top dog that Thunderbolt 5 is trying to beat. Instead, that title belongs to USB 4 v2, and confusingly, Thunderbolt might not look all that different than USB 4 v2, which it's based on at first glance. In fact, it has the same maximum data rate, 80 gigabits per second in each direction, or an asymmetric mode that gives you 120 gigabits one way and 40 the other. So what exactly is the point of Thunderbolt 5 then? Well, one is to provide a higher performance floor than what USB 4 v2 offers. Although both Thunderbolt 5 and USB 4 v2 can optionally handle 240 watts of charging, there's no guarantee your ports can actually deliver anything close to that. Your ports just ain't ready. Thunderbolt 5, though, requires at least one computer port that can charge a PC needing up to 140 watts of power, and 15 watts of power for accessories, as opposed to the standard USB 4 minimum of just 7.5 watts. This means that Thunderbolt 5 can provide extra power to higher-end laptops, especially compared to Thunderbolt 4, which only mandated a minimum of 100 watts. And the same is true in terms of data transfer rates. Thunderbolt 5 has to provide a max data rate of at least 80 gigabits per second one way, up from the 20 gig minimum of USB 4. But what does this mean in more practical terms? For example, if you're connecting monitors, storage, or an external GPU. We'll tell you right after we thank the sponsor of this video, MSI. Meet the Radix AXE6600 gaming router, your ultimate gaming ally. It offers tri-band support with 8 streams delivering up to 6.6 gigabits per second of speed. Its AI QoS system optimizes bandwidth usage, while a built-in processor automatically prioritizes tasks for peak performance. Take your gaming to the next level with ultra-fast and reliable connections. Check it out down below. Now, if we're talking transferring data over the PCI Express 4.0 bus that Thunderbolt 5 supports, you'll have 64 gigabits per second of speed, which is roughly equivalent to 4 PCI Express 4.0 lanes. Although external GPU enclosures haven't been in vogue for a while, Intel is touting Thunderbolt 5 as a way to get better performance if you are using an eGPU, as it doubles Thunderbolt 4's PCI Express bandwidth. While the performance still won't be the same as plugging a card into a full-length internal slot, it should still be a noticeable improvement over existing solutions. And although the equivalent of 4 lanes is a bit of a bottleneck for a GPU, it should offer great performance for external SSDs, useful for video editors who need to work with large amounts of footage. So what about those 80 and 120 gigabit numbers we previously discussed? In addition to matching general USB 4 v2 data transfer speeds, these higher data rates are useful for monitors. The upgraded speeds over Thunderbolt 4 enable a pair of daisy-chained 6K monitors, and that might sound like a fairly weird resolution, but it's relatively common in professional-grade displays. For a more standard or gaming-type setup, you can drive 3 4K displays at 144 Hz as well. Thunderbolt 5 will switch into 120 gigabit mode automatically when a display needs the extra bandwidth, but Intel is still sorting out exactly what display modes will trigger that switch at the time we wrote this video. To achieve these higher data rates, Thunderbolt 5 uses what's called PAM3 signaling. We went over PAM3 in more detail in this video, but basically, by sending signals at 3 different voltage levels instead of 2, Thunderbolt 5 can effectively transmit 1.5 bits per cycle instead of just 1. Pretty cool. But when should we expect products supporting Thunderbolt 5 to hit the shelves, and is it a must-have piece of tech? Well, the first devices should be coming out in 2024, but Thunderbolt 5 will likely remain the province of enthusiasts who need the higher bandwidth, at least for now, especially since you don't have to have Thunderbolt 5 to take advantage of the latest version of USB power delivery if you're just trying to do something like charge your laptop. Sadly, we don't yet live in a world where we're all using 8K displays on the regular. But one day. Hooey! That was a whole video just now. Thanks for watching. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Check out our other videos. Comment below with video suggestions. And don't you forget to subscribe and follow. I want to see you back here again. Come on now.